Here we go.
Here we go. Can you close my curtain?
Okay. Nope.
There you go. Now it's a little less bright in here.
I'm prepared for class.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live stream. Today, I don't know.
Today? I don't know.
Today, I don't know. We went shopping today in the morning. My mother, my sister, and I. We went school shopping. That was fun. We were in the shoe store for an hour. First pair of shoes I saw, they had it in my size, and I got them. My sister, she was complaining about the shoes that she was wearing, and she found a new pair of shoes, but they're the same as the ones that she wears, and that she doesn't like, so we were in the store for a while, looking at all the shoes. But I found my pair of shoes right away. They're pretty cool. They're sitting on the kitchen table right now, otherwise I'd show them. So, Petroman, Sandy D, Eric Wyrock, Mystery Snail Guardians, and KJE Aquatics, welcome. So, I finished my slideshow for the Danbury thing. That's next Friday. It's in 8 days. And I presented it to my family. And I had my mother send it to Keith, KJE Aquatics. He had some recommendations, so I'm going to edit the slide. And then I'm going to re-present it to my family because it only took a half an hour last time. It has to take 45 minutes. So I'm going to add white worms on there. And I'm going to add Keith's suggestions. He had a couple fish suggestions for like what I could feed the worms to. And so I'm going to edit my slideshow a little bit. I'm going to re-present it to make sure I have 45 minutes of a slideshow. And then 15 minutes for questions after that. I'll be all good to go. So we went to the swamp on Saturday. We talked a lot about that on Sunday. And I had a bunch of leftover worm culture, so I'm going to bring those to the Danbury thing.
Yep.
Stephen P. Skipper, welcome. Keith's talking tomorrow in Norwalk. Yep, tomorrow's Thursday. Yep. I had to think about that. Tomorrow morning, we're going up to camp. Well, my father and I are going up to camp to mow, and then he has to do some stuff. And then Friday, we're all going up to camp and staying for the weekend, which I'm happy because we haven't been there in 2 weeks.
Isn't Skipper staying this weekend? Or did that get postponed?
I don't know.
I know it was supposed to be.
It was supposed to be last weekend, Saturday.
But he had that fundraiser to do.
I don't remember what my mother said.
Something we'll figure it out.
Yeah, someone will tell me.
I don't believe he does Petroman. I don't think he sells betas. He only has select.
He's got rare fish. He's got goodyids, and he's got some other stuff.
Yes.
He's got. I don't know if he has a stock list on his website, kjaquatics.com. His website. I don't know if the fish are on there that he has. Make some stuff up.
AT-Bones fishies.
No, he doesn't have any betas.
No, I didn't believe he did. He just has a couple of
He's got rare fish. Well, he's got rare
goodies
fish.
and stuff like that.
We could. Like goodyids, like a lot of them don't need heat, so we could find something for the 55.
No, we're gonna put the plants in there.
I know, but I'm saying like for.
And I'm gonna
the
hook up the big CO2 bottle, which I don't trust as much.
We could put those goodyids in there. Keep the plant soiled.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yes, it is this Saturday.
Yep, I just read that. T-Bones, welcome.
We'll be at camp, so there'll be a campfire And
Like last year, we had one stream from camp.
there'll be campfire, and we'll have to do some pictures.
What is it? It's at 8 o'clock?
Yes.
That's okay. Johnson eats dinner at 8 o'clock, so it's fine. So we can still go out and hang out with them too afterwards. And they're up to. They don't have the toddlers this weekend, so they'll be up till like 1 or 2 a.m. So it's fine. So you won't miss out on anything.
Lisa from KG Tropicals is out of betas.
Huh?
She should get in touch with June. She had like 160 of them. I don't know if she got rid of them yet.
My mother, I think she brought 5 of them to the swap, and we brought 2 home. Yeah, we brought 2 home. So we still have 2, but I don't know if she's like selling them online on GetKills or whatnot. I took a bunch of pictures of fish. I didn't send them to my mother to update the store. Yeah, sorry, but that's okay. We'll get that done sometime. I sell goodies, wild swords, other wild types of live bears, plus some rare dwarf cichlids. And he has beta foods and supplies too.
But on a brighter note, if anyone cares, at 3 o'clock this afternoon, I found a trailer. Now I just have to get it moved, which that isn't the hard part.
No, because it's on a hitch, so it's not like a storage container or something that like
It's already on trailer.
you gotta put like on a semi thing. So it's already on a trailer. We just gotta get somebody to move it, which isn't a big deal because my cousin has a big enough truck to move it, and also some dude down the street has a truck to move it.
Todd moves them all the time, so the problem is it's over width and over height, but it's only 1.5 miles away, so
We're just gonna wing it.
we can make it. A couple people might be without FiOS, but we're gonna get it here.
Yeah, because the lines are really low on Roaring Branch Road.
Yeah, there's probably 4 lines that are gonna be a problem, but I'll just get a pole and push them up and
Send it.
send it. Hook it, book it.
So I don't know, but we might be cutting some roots this evening, or probably sometime next week, because we've gotten a fourth of the yard done.
Yeah, probably.
There's a bunch of big roots sticking up over where the trailer's gone, and then he's been raking them. I've been cutting the roots, some of the roots. So
We have a good enough area for this trailer to go. I have to get in touch with the guy.
why? I was gonna ask you on the way home why you have to get in touch with Rich Winslow.
He's the one who owns the property,
Oh, gotcha.
so he owns the trailer. And then I got to get in touch with him still, and I have to cut some trees there's a hedgerow in front of it, so I got to cut those out of there. And I want to try and save some of the blocking so I don't have to buy as much that's under it.
And you have to cut that small tree out there. Because
And I do have to cut that small, but that small tree will be in front of it. And
it'll be in front of what?
just move it. But that'll be in front of the trailer.
Oh, gotcha.
I would really like to put some stone down before the trailer came, but I figure I'll do it the hard way and put the trailer there and then put stone down. Because that's
And I'll have to listen to him saying, do it right the first time.
right. Actually, once it's here, I don't care. I can move it. The only reason I'm not moving it is because I'm going to be the guy with the stick pushing up the wires so we don't rip them down, hopefully. And, but I can move it out of the way, put some stone down, and then move it back.
Yeah, because you can move it with your
And then
truck.
it'll be all set once it's there. Plus, I'll have use of a skid steer here next week if I need it. I got to do some repairs on it Monday or Tuesday.
And then it'll be all good for Wednesday, Thursday.
Hi, Monster Fish Gal.
Monster Fish Gal, welcome. So the skid steer, you had the loader here that one time? Or it was, no, what was it?
Excavator.
Nope.
Backhoe.
No.
That's all I have.
You had a skid steer here, right?
Yeah, that was the skid steer.
So you're gonna have that here again?
I gotta fix it. I gotta put new undercarriage and parts under it.
You broke it.
I didn't bring it.
So what are you gonna do with the skid steer?
Well, if I need it, I can get it, but I might not.
Is that just to push dirt and stuff?
It would be nice to get some stone and spread it out with that real quick, and then put
Where's
this in the
the-
trailer.
Where can you get stone at the town?
Chestertown.
Oh,
On my way
just-
back, bring the dump trailer,
Oh, tomorrow?
maybe.
That's a little early, but we'll be going up there and coming back tomorrow. So we just
So-
have some wood on the trailer. That's all. We can take that off.
So the good news is, the stone store. So the good news is we're there. She's got the paperwork done. That's all set, and now hopefully
They
we'll
sent
have
her a fancy binder the other day.
the trailer, and then I might get some stone this weekend and spread that out. And I don't mind laying it out and raking it either. So, and then getting that under there so it keeps it a little drier, keeps the moisture out. And then I gotta renovate it. It's actually pretty nice on the outside. It's got a peaked roof, so that's a plus. So that'll help a lot. I don't know anything about the inside, but I don't really care. I'm probably going to gut it from wall to wall and drive everyone here nuts.
Why drive everyone here nuts?
So I'm going to gut it and put linoleum down, and then I'm going to frame up some walls for extra supports and put the then we can start moving some or building some shelving.
I'll be here, bugging him and helping him at the same time.
New local Austin.
Newell Colossus.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So we're moving forward. So it'll be small rodents,
I'll just find a
dogs,
reason.
cats, and I'm sure there'll be. Well, the fish we'll just do it inside if there's any fish rescues.
Yeah, probably.
Well, fish. I'm assuming fish or reptiles should be inside the house.
Yeah, because we have all the food and stuff in here, so it makes sense.
But as far as the
Rodents and stuff.
dogs, cats, this is a nice trailer. We'll have heat and air conditioning when I'm done with it. That may
So
come.
yeah,
That may come later because the weather's actually really nice here right now. So we're in that period where we shouldn't need anything.
the bigger animals, like, well, not really big, but like cats and stuff, that obviously can't stay in the house because we already have enough cats. But fish, I don't see a lot of fish rescues, but probably a lot of people are getting rid of Oscars and stuff. We're part of a upstate New York fish and reptile rescue page on Facebook, and there's a lot of people like getting rid of goldfish and Oscars and stuff. So it's just like those bigger fish.
Right.
So, which wouldn't be a big deal because we just make sure they're healthy and then get rid of them. So. And we have an empty 55, but we are using that for plants. So we'll just use another 55. We have a 55 right here
And there's one on the
behind me.
front lawn.
And there's one on the lawn too. I keep mowing around it. They killed the grass under it, so that's pretty cool.
So we do have extra tanks for bigger fish, and we have extra tanks for smaller fish.
Yeah, I have
And then obviously the
catfish in that tank, so obviously we can't put something in there, but I have a 55 there. It's half filled right now. I was actually going to take it down the other day, so it wouldn't be a big deal.
and then we got cages and
Lady down the road has a cage too.
cages and tanks and blankets.
Yeah. Then we can start like actually getting stuff instead of like we've been slowly getting some stuff. There's a lot of people that have been like giving us bird cages and stuff, and now it's all
Yeah,
on the
birds.
porch.
I keep forgetting about birds.
Oh yeah, birds. For animals too.
Yeah.
We have like 5 bird cages or 7 bird cages or something because everybody's getting rid of bird cages. So we've been slowly getting cages and supplies and stuff. So there's a lot of it in the living room. But now that you found a trailer, once we get that here, all that, well, once it's renovated and everything, all that stuff will move off the porch into the thing
And out of the basement.
and out of the basement. So it'll be pretty nice. We got a shipment of crickets today. Last night, 8:30 or something, my father and I drilled some totes. They're like those heavy Home Depot totes. 28 gallon, I think. I was going to drill the lids because that would be easier, but we drilled the sides. 4 holes on the long sides, 3 on the short sides. And none on the lid because we're going to stack them. Because if it was on the lid, I feel like it'd be more, you'd get more like airflow. But we stack them anyways. Like they just reorganized the laundry area where there's 2 fish tanks, and then there's
Who reorganized?
my mother and my sister while I was sleeping yesterday. Yeah. So I went down there and it was like completely different. They didn't do the decoration. We have there's like a little stadium downstairs. That'd be cool to do something with, but you know, whatever.
No.
You could like sing on there or something, dance. I'm kidding. But we have like 30 totes over there with Halloween and Christmas and birthday decorations. No. Yeah. So we got a bunch of stuff over there. That wasn't reorganized, but just the laundry room where we have some totes. There's 2 totes.
37 tanks.
Empty tanks, yeah. There's 2 totes. I don't know what are in them. Just supplies, I think. Then 1 tote. We have 3 totes of crickets and 1 tote of dubia roaches now. But my mother ordered 1,000 small crickets from Chewy.com. That's where we get a bunch of stuff, like cat food and stuff, obviously. Last time, she ordered 1,000. I think I average like we use 20 to 30 a day. But last time she ordered 1,000, there was like a ton in there. And they're in, the sides were all mesh. Like they weren't in like a different box. It was like all mesh, so you could like, they could breathe. This time, they were in a completely sealed box. There was like an air hole, like where you poke it in on the side. But that wasn't poked in, and it was covered in tape. So like, no air. And yeah, so it was in like a cardboard box. And they were all alive, but we only got 200 of them. There wasn't dead ones. And like, crickets don't eat other dead crickets, I don't think. But I think we only like got like 100 or 200 in there because there's really not a lot at all. And I needed a couple crickets to feed to my frogs and stuff. And I actually had my sister catch them out of there because I was setting up another fruit fly culture. And some of them are like really, really tiny, like super tiny. But yeah, so we didn't get 1,000. We didn't get 1,000. We got probably like 200 or so. But we have them in 2 containers still, so that's fine.
Yeah, so that's how they can do something about it.
I don't know. My mother, I think, is going to message them. But we still have plenty for right now. But I think on average we use like 20 to 30 a day because I have 5 frogs. They eat about 2 or 3 each. So that's a majority of where our crickets go. And now we have 4 leopard geckos. They eat 3 or 4 each. So say they eat 4 each. That's 16 plus 15. That's 31. Then I have my leopard gecko. No, not my leopard gecko. My tomato frog. He eats 1 every other day. But I give him a larger one because he only eats 1. So we use about 32, 31, and then on the opposite days 32. So not exactly, because some days my Amazon milk frogs eat more or less. So, you know, it's about 31 or 2.
And there's tadpoles. They're cool.
And we had tadpoles. Those eat a lot, but they don't eat crickets. They eat fish flakes. if you see on my 60 gallon, there's right below the stop sign, there's a bunch of fish food. I don't need that many containers of fish food. I don't know why I have them all up here. I only use 2 of them. The large one. Actually, I think I have an extra large one up there. That's the one I use for my catfish occasionally. And then just the medium and large ones that I use for this rack of Corys and Goodyears. So I'm going to move the other ones downstairs. I have extreme krill flakes over there. So I'm going to move those downstairs and use those for my tadpoles. Because I've been feeding them. My mother has a bunch of flakes from Tsunami Aquatics. She wins a bunch of his raffles. And I've been feeding the spirulina flakes. They're not all spirulina. They're mixed with something. I don't know what though. And the blackworm flakes as well. There's a community, like a tropical community flake too. I haven't fed those yet, but they really like the blackworm flakes. So they eat a lot of those, which is cool.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, I have a bunch of Dr. Bastler. Those are the little bottles up there. But I have a bunch of extreme foods from. Because I think I had a gift card to KG Tropicals, keepfishkeeping.com. And I bought a bunch of foods and beta supplies for my mother. Well, I bought a bunch of beta supplies for my mother's betas. But I also got a couple things for my Cory cats and flakes. Pellets, in my opinion, are better than flakes. We feed pellets to all the fish.
For the
For the tadpoles.
tadpoles.
I don't know if they can eat pellets, but I've been feeding them flakes. So, we have a bunch of Dr. Bastler pellets. Actually, I don't think we have too many left, but we have a bunch of bottles that we got from Benson's Fish Room. They had a big sale on them because they were getting rid of their stock.
Shh, don't say that word. Hi, Susan.
What word?
Benson's Fish Room.
What?
He's in here.
Oh, sorry.
Nice like that.
Susan for SLC Aquatics, welcome.
Yeah, they had them on.
Select Pet, welcome.
They had them on clearance, so we picked up a bunch of them.
Yeah. So we've been feeding a bunch of those. So sometimes, recently I've been feeding bloodworms. I melt out 4 cubes of bloodworms, and that's enough for my Cory cats downstairs. Then I need about 1 cube for my Cory cats in here, and then 2 cubes for the ones that are the catfish in that tank. So
Yeah, I heard of him.
I'd buy mine from KGA, you heard.
I think he's got a website.
I think he does too. KJAquatics.com, is it? We met him in the Taco Bell parking lot one time. And then we didn't get Taco Bell. We went to Five Guys. So yeah, I've been using a lot of bloodworms, but when we don't use bloodworms downstairs, like if we're in a rush to like we gotta leave early for something, or just like camp, we'll take like a bottle of the medium Dr. Bastler, and we'll go and we'll feed all the stuff, except for the axolotl, and the discus eat it too sometimes. But everything eats Dr. Bastler's, except for the axolotl. All my Cory cats eat them. I don't think the black diamonds do, but I've been feeding them bloodworms anyway, so it's okay. Daniel Velez, welcome.
Matt, welcome.
Oh, yeah, Matt, welcome. You didn't say hi to Susan either. You just said hi to Slick Bat.
I said hi to Susan.
You just said Slick Bat, I swear.
I said hi to Susan. I said hi to Slick Bat.
Fine. Fishymon, welcome. And hello, everybody, if I missed you. So, if we're not feeding bloodworms or thawed out or live foods, baby brine shrimp, then we'll just go through and feed everything Dr. Bastler. So, but for the tadpoles, I've been feeding them just some tsunami flakes that we have. But if they're old flakes, I don't feed them to the tadpoles. If we have any old flakes, outdated flakes, I'll feed them to the Grindelworms. There was this guy that came to our table last year for the killifish swap, and he traded. He wanted to trade a big container of spirulina flakes for like Grindelworms, I think. So I have a huge container of spirulina flakes, and I've been using those for everything. For the worms. Everything for the worms. The white worms and the Grindelworms and stuff.
What the hell was I gonna say?
Matt needs to borrow you?
Oh.
Because you're a good project doer?
Yeah, you're out of luck, man. I am so far behind on projects. My back has been killing me since last Friday, and I haven't been able to do nothing.
Yeah. He hasn't went out and split wood or anything.
Yeah.
But it's been nice outside.
Yeah, it's actually been really nice, so it's kind of pissing me off even more. But
He just needs some new
yeah, I think
feet covers.
I think I need new boots.
Feet covers.
That's what's bugging me now.
We just went shopping today, and I got new shoes. I was telling my mother I don't really need new shoes. I have 2 pairs. My shoes are brown. They're supposed to be black, but they're brown because it's really dusty in our yard, and I was walking through all the dirt, so now my shoes are discolored. But they just need to be washed. I was like, I'm fine with the shoes I have, but she had me get a pair of shoes anyways.
Thanks, Scotty,
And
buddy.
they're pretty nice. They're actually sport shoes, so that works nice. Because I'll be doing soccer this year. I just have to get some cleats and socks, and that'll be good. But yeah, they're pretty big shoes. Like they have like the bottoms are pretty big on them. But now you need some new shoes.
I think so. I think that's why my back's bothering me.
You gotta go to Walmart, and then we can get taco shells.
I ain't going to Walmart.
You went to Walmart last time.
I hate Walmart.
You went to Walmart last time.
A while ago.
Last time you got shoes, you went to Walmart.
And I'm not wearing those because Walmart. I don't like them.
Super shoes?
Yep.
Is that where you like it from? Super shoes is pretty cool.
Yeah, so hopefully my back feels better.
You'll just have to get some new shoes. Or wear different shoes for now.
I will start getting on these projects. I'm falling behind on firewood. I want to get the hedges cleaned up, and now we got a trailer, and I got to renovate that. So,
It's okay. I can help you.
and the camper work keeps rolling in. I just found some more yesterday,
Yeah.
so I can find more. It found me. Yes.
Yeah, it's not like you're looking for any. But it found you.
Whatever. I could use the money. Put it towards renovations on the trailer.
Well, you have the next 4 days off, so you can just wear different shoes for now, right?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna wear my sneakers. It sounds bad. Should probably check on that. Some sort of noise coming from the other room. It's definitely a cat. Cat's fighting, or a cat flying in the window.
The cat wanted to get in the bed, in the box spring of the bed, and the other cat's in there.
Yeah, I got a pair of Herman Survivors from Walmart a long time ago. Put them on my feet. Actually loved them. They were super comfy, and so I went, and this was quite a while ago. And I said, well, I'm going to try them again. And I bought a pair of them. The first pair I wore for about a week, and then I ended up throwing them out. And
Just remember, I thought you put them in the garage sale.
threw them in the garage sale stuff. And the second pair I wore for a while, but then they started bugging me, so I just gave up.
What are the shoes you're wearing? Shut.
Yeah, it's Carolinas. That's it.
Carolinas.
Yeah, no, Petroman. That's well.
Last year. It was,
I have enough wood put up for the house, so we're good.
but he also sells to the people that camp,
But now that
and it's getting colder, so.
yeah, now that the nights are getting colder, there'll be a lot more fires at camp, so I'll be selling more wood up there. So I gotta start getting ahead on that. We got the hedges to finish out front, and like I said, the trailer, plus all the other day-to-day stuff that needs to be done.
The lawnmower works. So.
But I'll get there.
He finished on that project, so that's what I'm happy about. The other lawnmower doesn't work, but that doesn't matter right now because we have 2 lawnmowers.
Doesn't matter to me. Not at this point in time. Everything else is.
That other one, we have one other lawnmower that's in the barn. It's just sitting there. It doesn't run. Well, actually, it chooses when it wants to run. But it's got a ball on the end of it. It's got a hitch. It's got a ball on the end of it. So I don't know how much use that would be because the log splitter and the red trailer, like what we use, we hook those up to the yellow lawnmower because that doesn't have a ball on the end of it. I don't know what you'd use the ball for, but it's more good for just mowing.
Not anything I care about at this point in time.
I know the grass here isn't growing.
Yeah, it's kind of slowed down, so that's good. But we haven't had any rain. It is so dry up here. It's crazy.
It rained a little bit here today, but just for like a minute.
Yeah.
Well, the lawn here isn't growing because we keep driving over it. The center of the lawn, we have this little tiki thing in the middle of our lawn. And then there's a tree that's like 10 feet in front of it-ish. And there's a little strip. Nobody's been driving on it, so that's actually grown. The rest of it, it's all yellow and dead because people drive on it.
So I just got to drive on the rest of it. Then we don't have to mow it.
We gotta mow at camp tomorrow, but this is the one that takes a little bit longer because it's a big yard. It's 1 acre. And now there's going to be more to mow because we have the rescue and the...
In reality,
Okay.
I messed up most of the lawn.
Here?
I tore up all that lawn over there.
Yeah, no, you did a great job.
So, I mean, that's going to take a while to grow.
That's perfect. I'll have to mow until next year.
Get skid steer and just scrape it all down with dirt. I don't have to worry about it.
Perfect. But yeah, so probably not till next year is when there's going to be more mowing involved because over by the rescue, there's a really big strip that was cleared. That used to just be vines and stuff. Then up the front of our yard, the front of it will probably need to be mowed, but the rest of it will probably be good. He is working on a project that he's wanted to do.
Yeah, I have to put that on hold. But what I got done is done.
So he gets fill. Well, we're getting fill, but I don't think there's any more fill this year. It's when they clean shoulders and stuff on roads. So he's filled in a lot over there. He's trying to level it out with the rest of our lawn, so it's not like that's where our lawn ends and then there's a drop off to like madness of plants and stuff. There's poison ivy. There's a ton of random stuff over there. It's crazy. So he cleared a bunch of brush over there and he's filled a good amount of it in. Not all of it, but the front of it's already growing in. So,
It's going to take a couple of years.
yeah, I know.
But
because he can only get so much fill a year.
I knew that. It was something I wanted to do, and I started on it, and then everything else happened.
But
Yeah,
ever since the lines fell down, you haven't gotten any more fill. So
Well, we haven't done any shoulders.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure they'll get into other stuff. We still have the barn out back. I mean, there's really nothing in it. It's just store some stuff. Most of the stuff I put behind it, the lawnmowers and everything, the golf cart, everything goes behind the barn. So I could move all that stuff. We could use the barn if they wanted to do. But I'm not fencing in the whole yard again. I just got done ripping it all out. So there's no way I'm fencing the whole yard. If you
not
want,
the whole yard, just a little bit.
I'll do a small area down there.
We have-
fencing if you got a bigger animal like a goat or something. But
Giant rolls of fence behind the barn. We actually found a lot of fence. So when we ripped down the chicken coop, there was like a little shelf in the back, and there was like 3 brand new rolls of fence.
it was just small.
It was small fence, but
Chicken
then
wire fence.
behind the barn there's bigger rolls of it. But obviously not the whole yard. We used to have the whole yard fenced in, and I think we used to have gates too, right?
Are we still at the gates?
Well, yeah, the gates are down at the barn. I saw them the other day. But obviously not the whole yard, but if you had something small, or if you just wanted it for dogs or something, we have fence.
Well, I want to fence in an area so if we do get dogs, they can be taken outside, walked around, or
And
you
they
know,
can,
they want to have an area for
They
them
can
to
go
play
play.
and whatever.
or people to meet them when it's nice outside.
Right. But I'm thinking they can go outside and play and run around. And,
Like our dog, we can
Yeah,
let him
outside.
out the back door, and he's got a good sized fenced in yard right there. Obviously, people are out there with him.
but I'm talking about for the barn. Just do a small area for if you got something like that. But I'm definitely not fencing in the whole unit.
The cat's just wrecked something. Joseph Stanley, welcome. I think I said hi to Scotty Aquatic too.
Joe Stan, what's happening?
Joe Stan.
Damn it, I forgot the name of that regulator.
Epson.
No, the other one. It had a name on it, and I looked at it the other day and I forgot.
Oh.
It doesn't matter.
The barn just has some broken weed whackers, old gas cans. The amount of gas cans that this guy has is crazy. He's got a crazy amount of gas cans.
I used to use a boatload. Now I don't so much.
Well, now you have those like safety ones where you press the button.
Safety.
Those are the only ones you use. Are the safety no spill ones. Those are what they're called. But he's got like purple. They're like purple now. Some of them are purple, red, pink. Just because they faded and darkened and stuff. It's crazy. But he's got a bunch of gas cans in the shed. Well, in the barn. And then he's also got some old like wheels, just small wheels. Weed whacker. Oh. And a lawnmower.
But I can move all that out. And I actually think in the barn, because we used to have the door open and the alpacas can go in there. And off to the side, we had a little fenced in area. And that's where we kept the hay and grain buckets and such. So I think we still have the divider walls and the door, the gate. I think that's still in the barn. So if we needed to section off an area, we could.
And we saved, when we went through the chicken coop, trying to take as much stuff as possible, we took like heat lamps. We couldn't get to the duck coop that had like waters and stuff, but that's fine. But we took like heat lamps, the old fences, and there's a bunch of cool buckets. They're like yellow buckets, grain buckets.
Yeah, grain buckets.
So we can actually use those if we need them. I don't know if we'd need them, but if we had a goat or something, I don't know. We still have a feeding trough too. We haven't gotten rid of that yet. It's sitting next to the house. So we could actually if we had something.
I actually don't mind these safety cans. It's got the button on the back. It's big. Just push it down. But the problem is you can't, like, if I need to gas my truck, you can't do it because they don't have a hose for it. Like, it's retarded.
That's why he saves.
How do you fill your, I mean, if I ran out of gas somewhere, how am I supposed to put gas in your car? Now I gotta get a funnel? That's gonna make a mess.
You have all those ones in the barn. You'll be all right. You don't even carry regular gas, anyways.
If I'm out of gas on the side of the road, I don't care what it is. You put mixed gas in there. Sure, Ron.
But yeah, you're probably gonna need some more gas.
But some of the ones we have at work, they're ridiculous. But that's all you can get anymore, safety cans. And I like that
We have a
there's
supply of
I like that there's no vent on them, so they blow up in the summer heat and fall over. It's great, super safe.
You always like turn the cap and then it makes a weird noise.
I just loosen the cap,
The pressure.
so it's real safe that way.
But yeah, if you were in our yard and you took a walk down to the forbidden place down there, down to our barn, you would see the amount of gas cans that he's got. He's saving them. There's like gonna be a shortage or something, and he's gonna want them all.
Yeah, the ones in the barn are still good. The two that are outside are junk.
2 outside? There's more than that.
Well, the other one is mixed gas.
But yeah, he's got a bunch of gas cans. And he's got a bunch of random stuff back there, but it's okay.
A lot of it will be leaving soon. I need to get in touch with this scrapper guy to come pick it all up.
Is that
Yeah.
the same dude that's gonna move your trailer?
Nope.
It's a different Todd.
It's a guy that's Larry. Larry's gonna pick up all like metal garbage in the yard, and
It's all over there.
I got piles of it all over. I threw all over, and he can come pick it up and get rid of it. I don't care. Just want it out of my way.
So whenever he backs up the trailers, I left a pig trough. I cleaned out a pig trough that we had there. Well, it wasn't a pig trough. It was like a feed trough. And there was a whole ant colony in there. I cleaned it out, and then I left it in the middle of the yard next to the breeder boxes. Breeder coops.
Brooder boxes.
Brooder boxes. But then our friend down the road took the breeder boxes. And we moved the stakes down to the barn. And so it was just sitting there. So whenever he backed up the trailer, like this tiny little trough would get in the way because it's like right where he pulls the truck forward and stuff. So I moved it.
Good job.
When I was using the lawnmower before it started malfunctioning.
I could have got rid of it.
Now it's just sitting next to the house. It blends in with the other stuff.
Maybe it'll kill the grass over there. We won't have to worry about mowing.
Yeah. That's my goal.
Just keep moving that fish tank around.
The front lawn's growing pretty quickly. Well, the right side of it, because there's a bunch of weeds there.
I'm amazed. Look at it. It's ridiculously dry here. She means before she broke it.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, it was malfunctioning. It was acting weird when I turned it on,
You just
but-
didn't have the choke all the way pushed in.
but I didn't think about it.
Puff of
so-
smoke.
So, no.
Floor.
No. So, when I turned it on, it sounded like it was gonna like shut off, so I just throttled it up so I didn't hear it anymore. So then I drove it around, and it did the same thing in the middle of the yard. But that's why I moved all the stuff. So if I shut down, it wouldn't matter. Then I would just have to listen to him yell about you broke the lawnmower.
And it probably was nothing. She freaks out over these little things.
No.
She's gonna have to get a good job because she'll be like, I need something new that doesn't like malfunction.
Malfunction. Hey, if I break things at the shop, people will fix it for me.
You'll learn how to fix stuff.
No. The other lawnmower. Actually, when I drove the broken lawnmower, the one that's broken in the barn right now, it didn't shut off when I wanted to shut it off. But now that I think about it, it actually wasn't making a weird noise, so I don't know why I wanted to shut it off. I was just scared because when we got it, the motor was smoking. So I was like, yeah. But the lawnmower was smoking when I drove it the other day.
Because you didn't have the choke while I pushed in, I'm
Yes.
sure.
I didn't do anything to the choke, so how did it magically stop malfunctioning when you drove it?
Because it knows.
It knows to not work properly with me.
It knows to work properly with me.
Sure. Otherwise, you'll drive it over the bank.
It's a possibility. You never know.
I just don't want to break something and then listen to them yell about
If you broke it because it ran into a tree, then you're a dumbass. But if you break something because you're using it and something happens, then whatever. I mean, if you break it because you ran over a tree, that's a
it.
different story too.
That sounds like something I do.
If something happens, we'll fix it. Hey, Misfits.
I'm surprised. I don't remember last time I saw him mow the lawn. I don't remember last time I saw him. That doesn't mean it was a long time ago. That just means I don't pay attention. But I feel like I hit a lot of things with the blades. So I was mowing up the front of our lawn, and I hit a nice piece of blacktop, and it spit out the front of the lawnmower. I feel like I hit a lot more things than him. But to be fair, like the third time that I mowed the lawn, the third time that I mowed with the original lawnmower, he made me mow the grass at his little wood splitting thing down there. He splits wood, he cuts in stuff, and there's a bunch of wood chips over there. But before he had gotten his like log batch for the year, the grass was really tall around it. So that was like the third time I ever mowed anything. And I was just driving across this thing. I was plugging my ears and closing my eyes before he got me like earmuffs. And I was just driving over a bunch of bark. So, but yeah, I've hit like big rocks. I was mowing at our campground and I was just driving over these big rocks.
Good thing we put new blades in.
Yeah.
For you to run over rocks.
Yeah. Hey, we found some new blades in the basement, so those will fit the lawnmower. We don't have any for the Cub Cadet, so I better stop hitting things with it.
Hey, Mike B.
Misfit Reptiles and Aquatics. Our aquatic universe, welcome. But, yeah, I should probably not hit so many things.
What else was I going to say? We got the trailer. KJ has a website.
Your CO2 thing.
My CO2 bottle's empty, but it wasn't very full to begin with, so I have to get that filled up.
Where?
That's like Dick's Sporting Goods. I didn't think about it until I got to work today. I was like, oh, I should give that to your mother to get filled up.
We didn't go there today because I didn't go to look at cleats, but I think we're going to go
We went
there.
to JCPenney's. It's
Yeah.
in the same.
I know. We had a certain time limit though, because she had to be at work at 2 o'clock, so we had to leave by 12:30. But the 29th or 30th, apparently I need an eye exam, and so does my mother, and so does my sister. So we're gonna go look at some cleats and stuff at Dick's Sporting Goods, so we could get filled up there.
Yeah, Keith, it is.
Is it a what? A paintball tank?
Yes,
What's a paintball tank?
for a paintball gun.
For paintball gum?
Yes, paintball gum. It's
Gun?
This is a new kind of bubble gum.
What's
Yeah,
wrong with
it's
it?
a 20 ounce. I have the fittings. I just can't make it fit because I have a big tank. I just can't make it work on that tank. I'm missing something and I just don't know what it is. But I kind of like the small 20 ounce tanks because
You said on the Husky rack.
I set it up top of the Husky rack and it just bungee cord holds it in place and it's good. Yeah, I have a tank from a welding supply shop that actually has CO2 in it, but we're gonna take down all the water bridges and
Oh yeah, that was the other thing to talk about.
we're gonna take down the water bridges. I'm gonna take the discus tank, the 75, move that down to the bottom, move the angel tank over on top of the discus tank, and then cut that shelf down. Yes, this is what I'm doing. So I don't care.
I'm just asking, why wouldn't you just move? Do you want the discus on the bottom for some reason? Why wouldn't you move the angelfish under the discus? Do you want it discus under angelfish?
Yep. I'm moving it. I'll put it anywhere I want.
You're not moving that thing by yourself.
Go ahead and watch me.
Yeah, okay.
Hold my beer.
Hook it up to your truck.
And so that's the discus tank is going down. The angel tank is going over. Those shelves are getting cut. And then we're going to put racks right there
With cups.
with tubs. And then
I don't have any for reference.
all those 10 gallons have plants in them. Those plants are going to go to the 55 gallon that's in the outside of the fish room. So I was going to hook
Under the Oscars.
I was going to hook the larger bottle of CO2 up to that tank because if we're going to,
It was just plants, so.
yeah, it'll be just plants. So if that one, I don't know how to work. Maybe it'll be fine.
If it malfunctions, they'll just be plants.
Right. If there becomes a problem because
It could happen.
supposedly towards the end of the life of the bottle, it could spit out a bunch of CO2, but we'll see what happens. If it
But
works
he's
fine to
putting the
the
good
end,
one on.
if it works fine to the end, then we can throw a couple of fish in there to help fertilize the plants. But the good one's going on the 40
But
breeder.
he's got an F-zone one that he just got, and that's going on the 40 breeder with the black fence whales and stuff. And I should have some black fence whales available in a little bit. Shouldn't be that long.
Hey,
Paul
Paul McCarthy. Oops. Yeah, I'm not moving the Angels anytime soon. Apparently my next goal now is to not worry about that.
I had to move my pistols
Oh.
first.
So on top of firewood and all this other good stuff, I have to move those things. But
He came up with this idea.
those will wait. This trailer is going to be more important right now. So that's my
Yes, because his project over there is on delay because he doesn't get any more fill this year. Firewood, he's got to work on that once he gets some new shoes or something.
getting the trailer in here, getting that home, at least onto the property is my biggest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not breeding lizards till next year, but how do you know what comes along or happens?
You never know with me.
2 weeks, someone will call you and go, "Yeah, I got a bunch of lizard eggs. You want to hatch them?" Okay.
Hey, we need this rack like tomorrow.
Yeah. And we need that.
So we're doing it until like 11 o'clock at night. Like, we do crazy things.
I could do that.
I can do it. I know one time, I think the day that I was on Fishy Biz's stream, we went and picked up like a ton of tanks, including maybe the 75? No, it wasn't the 75 that night. That was the ton of other tanks where we were outside. We were taking, there's a bunch of dwarf like hair grass in there. We were taking that out of the tank. And that was when we got like a ton of tanks out of that, from that one dude, including the CO2 tank and everything.
No, weren't we pulling out snails or something?
No, it was grass. We didn't get any snails from it. There was a bunch of plants in there, and we were pulling them all out.
Oh, yeah. I just remember sitting on it. Oh, that was the salt tank.
Oh, yeah, the
We were
salt
sitting
tank
there,
was the
we
same.
were sifting sand to get out snails and
Oh my
make
God.
sure there was no fish.
That
and
was a
stuff.
different day. That's when I wasn't on Fishy Biz.
That was hard.
But the day that we got the 75, there was a ton of sand in the bottom, and there was a ton of snails, dead and alive. And it was raining outside, and it was 10 o'clock at night, and we were sitting on the porch.
We were trying to save all the snails.
Sifting. We had a little screen we had like window screen, and it was really like rough. And we were putting the sand on there and sifting through all of it, trying to get the snails that we think were alive into one dish. And oh my God, that was terrible because it was pouring rain too.
That took a while. But we saved a lot of snails, so that was cool.
But when we got a bunch of tanks from that dude, we got the CO2 stuff. We got everything from him. I was also on Fishy Business that time. And that was a late night too because I was on Fishy Business until I think 11-ish. My mother used to freak out about being out till 11. But then we started being out at our neighbors till 1 or 2 in the morning. And then we just got used to it. So
Nothing good happens after midnight.
he says that, but we just hang out over there with our friends.
After midnight, whatever happens, happens.
Anytime whatever happens, happens. Jeez. But, yeah.
So hopefully soon. I figure maybe by next week I'll have the trailer here if everything goes good. And I'll try and get some stuff done.
Renovating it shouldn't take too long. But
Renovating is going to take at least 2 weeks or so, maybe even 3.
well, 2 weeks isn't that long. I'm just saying, like, it's not gonna take 2 months.
I know. As soon as you get it here, you guys are like, "Wow, let's put stuff in there." It's gonna be right before we do it, so I don't have to do it again,
Except for the rocks.
except for the stone on the ground.
Well, actually, tomorrow we're gonna be out in Chestertown, so if we grab rocks, then we can actually do it before the trailer gets here. But we won't have plastic or anything.
Well, it's $22 a ton, and I only carry 4 tons on the trailer.
4 tons on the trailer?
5 pushing it.
You probably shouldn't put 5 on that thing. The battery's
Well,
dead.
Only because 5 is about the max for that thing, because if I'm on any kind of incline backwards where the truck's facing downhill, it doesn't want to push up. But if I'm flat, then it's not bad. So
We also have to probably trade the battery out with the camper if we were gonna do that.
yeah, just put
So
it, I'll take it out tonight and put it on charge in case I feel like doing something stupid.
okay.
But I don't have $100 and some for stone.
Ask my mother.
Okay.
She's like rich. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, guys. But yeah, so the battery that's in the trailer, it's a dump trailer, so it uses the battery to push up, obviously. Duh. But it's the same one that's in our camper, and the one that's in our camper doesn't actually technically have to be there. So if the one on
It's brand new.
the one on
I just switched them back and forth. Works great.
the one what? The one on our camper is brand new. Got it.
Yeah.
So why not kill that one? But we were up on. I know. That's why I was joking. But we were dumping off wood at. Oh man, I don't know whose camper it was. Somebody's camper. I think it was like the new people, and the battery was completely dead because we had just switched it out with the camper battery. So that means our camper battery was dead. So we used one of our friends' camper battery.
So we got a new one for the camper.
Yeah, so we have a new one on the camper that we can use if we needed to, if it ever died. Because the camper doesn't run off of that. But just, I think in case of a power outage, that's what powers the camper.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to have a charged battery. Good thing that we knew it was dead. The one on the dump trailer has been used. It was used a lot in a couple weeks in a row because everybody was getting wood. And then it died down because it was really hot outside. So now that it's cooling off, people all want wood again.
Yep.
So he'll have to have a nice charged battery. Especially if he's going to do something dumb. Who's going next? Bob Kaler. Oh, by the way, the cover of the stream, that's actually my photo. I took that photo a couple days ago. But I'm not using that photo if I was ever going to sell that plant. I'm not going to use that photo, obviously, because I edited it. Edited it. I just, like the shadows on it, I think I turned it like way down or way up or something to make the background completely black behind the plants. And I think I turned the plants up, like the greenness of the plants up. Obviously, any photos that we put on Get Yells, they're not edited at all. But since I was going to use this as my background on my home screen or like a stream thumbnail, I thought it was cool just to mess around with it. So, just so you know, none of the pictures that are on Get Yells, we don't edit any of those photos.
Edited it.
We don't edit it. But that was going to be my background for my home screen. I have like lawnmowers and stuff on it right now. But that's why I messed around with it.
Actually, I have ATVs and a lawnmower.
And a lawnmower. And a lawnmower.
And don't forget about Fish Fam Christmas.
Yep. I have my dream 4-wheeler on there. My mother won't let me get one though.
I really don't want to look for the link, but don't forget about Fish Fam Christmas. You can, Rico put out a video the other day about it. You can sign up now to be a donation or channel sponsor, or I forget all the important stuff. My brain's not there right now. But make sure you do it. They want more people than last year. It's going to be huge. All right, Bob Kaler's going in 1 minute.
All right, everybody, head over to Bob Kaler's, and I hope you have a great week.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. Catch you all in the next one. Have a great rest of the week. Bye.
Bye, everyone.